Let me begin by sharing a truth so powerful, so transformative, that it can change the entire course of your life. The quality of your life, my friend, will be determined not by luck, not by chance, but by the depth of your commitment to excellence in your chosen field. Pause for a moment and ask yourself, are you truly committed to being excellent? Or are you simply content with being average? Because here lies the dividing line between mediocrity and greatness. The masses drift, but the leaders decide. The world remembers only those who dare to rise above the ordinary. Now, imagine for a moment being counted among the top 10% of people in your field. Imagine the respect, the influence, the opportunities that open before you. When people recognize you as one of the very best, doesn't that vision excite you? Doesn't it stir something deep inside your heart? I will tell you this, everyone who is in the top 10% today once stood where you are standing now. They were not born great. They were not born excellent. They began at the bottom, uncertain, unskilled, unpolished. But they made a decision, and that single decision to be excellent became the turning point of their lives. And here is the hook that will grip your destiny. What countless others have done, you can do as well. Think of it, every great doctor, every world-class entrepreneur, every legendary athlete, every extraordinary leader, all began as ordinary men and women. They stumbled, they failed, they doubted, yet they chose to rise, and in that choice, they discovered their greatness. So I ask you now, will you make that choice today? Your life only gets better when you get better. There is no secret beyond this. There is no shortcut, no magic pill, no mysterious formula. If you commit to getting better every single day, life itself will rise to meet you. And since there is no limit to how much better you can become, there is no limit to how extraordinary your life can be. Isn't that a thrilling thought? Now, let me share with you the real foundation of success. It is not luck, it is not chance, it is not who you know or where you were born. It is competence. The world pays richly for competence. The world opens doors to those who master their craft. The world bows before those who are excellent at what they do. So, let me give you a powerful question that has guided the lives of many successful men and women. What one skill, if you developed it to the level of excellence, would have the greatest positive impact on your future? Think carefully about this, for your entire destiny may hang upon the answer. Perhaps it is the skill of communication. Perhaps it is the mastery of selling. Perhaps it is leadership, organization, or decision-making. Whatever that skill may be, it is the lever that can move the world for you. And when you identify it, your mission must be clear. Dedicate yourself fully, completely, passionately to becoming excellent in that one skill. Can you feel the power of this idea? Can you sense how it could transform your future? Do not scatter your energy in 100 directions. Do not try to be average at everything. Focus your fire. Concentrate your efforts. One skill, mastered with excellence, can lift you higher than 1,000 talents left undeveloped. And here is another truth. Your commitment to excellence will not only change your income or your career, it will transform your very self. When you know, deep within, that you are truly excellent at what you do, your self-esteem rises, your confidence soars, your relationships improve, you stand taller, speak bolder, and live brighter. Excellence creates dignity, pride, and joy. Doesn't the very thought of that stir your spirit? So let me tell you, mediocrity is a prison, but excellence is freedom. Mediocrity chains you to frustration, but excellence lifts you to opportunity. Mediocrity makes you invisible, but excellence makes you unforgettable. Which destiny will you choose? From this day forward, decide to join the top 10% of your field. Make the decision with full seriousness. Write it down. Say it aloud. Declare it to yourself every morning until it becomes a part of your soul. And then do what winners do. Break that goal into a plan. Set a timeline. Take daily action. Discipline yourself to work at your craft until improvement becomes inevitable. Every hour you spend sharpening your skill, every effort you make to grow, is a brick laid in the foundation of your greatness. Can you see how unstoppable you become when you decide this way? Remember, no one is better than you, and no one is smarter than you. The only difference between you and the people you admire is this: they decided sooner, they acted consistently, and they refused to quit until excellence became their identity. So why not you? Why not now? Your decision to become excellent is the turning point of your entire life. It is the key that unlocks wealth, respect, influence, and happiness. It is the seed that grows into the tree of your destiny. And I promise you, when you make this commitment, the world will not be able to ignore you. So let me challenge you directly. Will you remain as you are, drifting among the masses? Or will you rise with courage, with determination, with relentless commitment to the top 10% where greatness awaits you? The choice is yours. But remember, your future self is watching. Your family is waiting. The world is ready. And destiny is calling your name. So, decide now. Decide that you will no longer tolerate mediocrity. Decide that you will dedicate your life to excellence. Decide that you will join the top 10% of your field. And once you decide, never look back. Because excellence is not just what you do, it is who you become. And when you become excellent, the world itself will bend to your greatness. Let me take you deeper into this journey of excellence. For excellence is not a destination. It is a continuous path, a lifelong pursuit. The moment you decide to walk this path, everything in your life begins to change. Ask yourself now, do you want to drift with the crowd? Or do you want to rise and stand among the few who dare to lead? Because here's the truth. The crowd is comfortable, but the leaders are remembered. The masses choose ease, but the great choose growth. Which will you choose? Excellence requires discipline. Discipline is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. Without discipline, dreams remain fantasies. But with discipline, dreams become achievements. So, what disciplines must you adopt to rise into the top 10%? First, the discipline of learning. You must become a lifelong student. Read, listen, observe, practice. Every great achiever is a great learner. They invest their time and their resources into feeding their minds. Do you study your field daily? Do you dedicate even 1 hour a day to mastering your craft? Consider this. 1 hour of focused study each day equals 7 hours a week. That is more than 300 hours in a year. Over 5 years, that is 1,500 hours. Enough to put you ahead of 95% of your peers. Can you see the power of this? The truth is undeniable. The more you learn, the more you earn. The more you grow in knowledge, the more doors open in your life. But learning alone is not enough. You must apply what you learn. Knowledge without action is wasted potential. Knowledge applied with consistency becomes power. So here is a rule to remember. Act on what you know. Do not wait for perfect conditions. Do not wait for permission. The leaders of the world act while others delay. Are you willing to act even when afraid? Are you willing to act even when uncertain? Because courage is not the absence of fear. It is action in spite of fear. And every act of courage moves you closer to excellence. Second, the discipline of persistence. Excellence cannot be built overnight. It is forged through repeated effort, through falling and rising, through trial and error. The difference between the average and the excellent is not talent. It is persistence. The average person quits when things get hard. The excellent person keeps moving, even through storms. Which one will you be? Remember this: failure is never final unless you quit. Every setback is a lesson. Every obstacle is a test. Every failure carries within it the seed of equal or greater success. Will you recognize it? Now let us talk about the discipline of focus. Too many people scatter their energy across too many pursuits. They start one thing, then jump to another, never committing fully. And because they never commit, they never rise. Excellence demands focus. One goal, one path, one mission until it is mastered. Do not chase a dozen rabbits, or you will catch none. Choose your field. Choose your skill. Choose your path. And stay with it until the world knows your name. Doesn't that clarity feel powerful? Fourth, the discipline of association. Who you spend time with will determine who you become. The people around you either lift you or pull you down. They either challenge you to grow or they encourage you to remain average. So ask yourself, who are you spending your time with? Are they excellent? Do they push you to rise? Do they inspire you to give your best? If not, then perhaps it is time to change your circle. Because if you walk with the wise, you will become wise. If you walk with the great, you will become great. Doesn't that truth strike you deeply? Finally, the discipline of service. Excellence is not only about personal gain, it is about contribution. The greatest rewards in life come when you use your excellence to serve others. Money, respect, recognition, joy all flow naturally when you dedicate yourself to giving value. So ask yourself, how can I serve better? How can I give more? How can I use my excellence to solve problems, to lift others, to create impact? Because when you focus on service, success chases you. You no longer have to run after opportunity. Opportunity comes running after you. Now, let me give you a vision of what happens when you practice these disciplines. Slowly, steadily, you rise. Your reputation grows. People begin to notice your competence. They seek your advice, your work, your leadership. You become known as one of the best. And with that recognition comes wealth, respect, and freedom. Can you see it? Can you imagine yourself standing tall, confident, proud, admired, respected not because of luck, but because of your excellence? And here is the most beautiful part. The pursuit of excellence transforms not only your outer life, but also your inner life. When you know you are truly excellent, you walk with confidence. You speak with conviction. You sleep in peace, knowing you are giving your best. Excellence gives dignity. Excellence gives joy. Excellence gives meaning to life. Isn't that the kind of life you desire? But remember this, excellence is not a one-time decision. It is a daily commitment. Every day you wake up and choose again. Will I give my best today? Will I grow today? Will I honor my craft today? And each choice builds your destiny. Each choice moves you closer to greatness or further into mediocrity. So ask yourself right now, what choices will you make today? Because the truth is clear. The top 10% are not born, they are made. Made by decisions, made by habits, made by persistence, made by discipline. And you, too, can be made into one of them. So I challenge you again, decide today. Write it down. Make your plan. Commit to learning. Commit to acting. Commit to persisting. Commit to focusing. Commit to serving. If you do this, if you stay the course, if you refuse to quit, then one day you will wake up and realize you are no longer average. You are no longer ordinary. You have crossed the line. You have entered the realm of the excellent, the top 10%. And from that position, my friend, there is no limit to how far you can rise. Let us now bring this journey to its grand conclusion. Excellence is not only a path, it is a promise. A promise to yourself that you will never settle for less than the best you are capable of becoming. So let me ask you again, will you honor that promise? Because the world does not reward half-hearted effort. The world rewards those who rise, those who commit, those who persist until they cannot be ignored. And here lies the greatest secret of all. Excellence is not about competing with others. It is about competing with yourself. Every day, your mission is not to be better than someone else. Your mission is to be better than you were yesterday. Can you commit to that simple but powerful idea? Because if you improve just a little each day, those small gains compound into greatness. Excellence is built in inches, not miles. Step by step, choice by choice, day by day, you climb the ladder. And here's a question you must answer right now. What habit, if you practiced it daily, would elevate your life to the next level? Think of it carefully, because habits shape destiny. Successful people do consistently what unsuccessful people do occasionally. Will you build habits of excellence? Excellence is not occasional effort, it is daily devotion. It is not a burst of inspiration, it is steady persistence. It is not doing great things once, it is doing small things greatly, again and again. Doesn't that make success feel possible? Doesn't it make excellence feel within your grasp? Now let me remind you of another truth. Excellence attracts opportunity. When you become truly excellent, you do not have to chase success. Success comes chasing you. Employers notice. Clients notice. Leaders notice. The world notices. So I ask you, wouldn't you rather be in demand than begging for opportunities? This is the power of excellence. It makes you magnetic. It makes you unforgettable. It makes you indispensable. And here is the law of life. The market pays for value. The more valuable you become, the more the world pays you in money, in respect, in recognition, in freedom. So if you want to change what you earn, change what you are worth. And you increase your worth by increasing your excellence. Doesn't that strike you like a lightning bolt of truth? So here is the practical step. Write down your vision of excellence. What does it look like? What skills must you master? What habits must you build? What associations must you form? Make the vision crystal clear, because clarity creates focus. Then, create a plan. Break the big vision into small daily actions. Excellence is not achieved in a week or a month, but it is achieved when you commit to the process for years. And let me tell you, time will pass anyway. A year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, you will arrive somewhere. The question is, will you arrive at excellence or mediocrity? Your answer depends on the decisions you make today. So let me give you a challenge. Dedicate 1 hour a day to mastering your field. Just 1 hour. Can you find 1 hour? Of course you can. Cut out television, cut out distraction, cut out idle talk. 1 hour invested daily is the golden key that unlocks greatness. Will you take that challenge? Imagine yourself 5 years from today. Imagine looking back with pride, knowing that you kept your commitment. Imagine the respect you will command, the freedom you will enjoy, the life you will create. Doesn't that vision inspire you to begin now? But let me warn you, excellence has a price. And the price is effort, discipline, sacrifice. You must be willing to pay the price, because nothing of value comes cheap. But remember this, the price of excellence is never as high as the price of regret. So which price will you pay? The price of effort today, or the price of regret tomorrow? Excellence demands that you rise early when others sleep. It demands that you practice when others quit. It demands that you say no to distractions when others waste their time. Excellence is not easy, but it is worth it. And once you taste the rewards of excellence, you will never again settle for mediocrity. Now let us speak of legacy. Because excellence is not only for you, it is for those who come after you. When you rise to the top 10%, you become a model, an inspiration, a guide. You light the path for others. You prove what is possible. So ask yourself, what legacy will I leave? Will I be remembered as one who drifted or as one who rose? Because when your days are done, no one will remember the excuses you gave. They will remember the excellence you lived. Doesn't that thought stir something deep in your soul? So I urge you commit to excellence not only for yourself, but for your family, for your community, for the generations that will follow. Show them that greatness is possible. Show them that ordinary beginnings can lead to extraordinary endings. And when you live this way, when you commit fully, when you give your best without excuse, you discover something miraculous. You no longer fear the future, because you are building the future. Excellence makes you unstoppable. Excellence makes you free. Excellence makes you alive. So let me leave you with one final question, perhaps the greatest of all. When history looks back at your life, will it say that you settled or that you soared? The choice is yours, right here, right now. Decide today to join the top 10%. Decide today to dedicate yourself to mastery. Decide today to embrace the disciplines of learning, acting, persisting, focusing, and serving. Write it down. Make your plan. Take your first step, and then never stop. Because the path of excellence is the path of greatness. And those who walk it live lives the world cannot ignore. So rise, begin now, commit to excellence, and soon the world itself will rise to salute you.